Hello folks. Today we're going to test this product by Clorox Sink to Clear Flocculant. Now they say for best results, have your water balanced and a pH between 7.5 and 8. I'm a little bit lower than 7.2. Chlorine's perfect. Alkalinity's good. Stabilizer's a little weak. As I mentioned in a previous video, this is 3 months of unfiltered water. So this is going to be the ultimate test for this product. And what this product does, it flocks all the small, minute particles together and forms clumps and then sinks to the bottom. And then you vacuum to waste. Get a shot of the ladder here to demonstrate how cloudy, and it gives me something to compare to when I'm finished. Here's my filtration system. And before using that product, if you're fortunate enough to have a multi-port valve, you want to set it on recycle. This filtration system does not have that feature. So to recirculate, I have to remove the filter. Or when I vacuum to waste, I have to remove the filter. Speaking of the filter, this is why I haven't filtrated in 3 months. I'm in the process of buying a new filtration system, trying to figure out what style I should buy. I'm leaning towards sand. Meanwhile, I vacuum to waste. Now you might say, well, that's a lot of water loss. And of course, chemicals go right with it. But here in the north, we get quite a bit of rain, and I never have to replenish the water level. So what I do is the day before a rainstorm, I'll vacuum to waste and then shock the pool and then let it rain. That replenishes the water level. And then the next day when it's all sunny, it's diluted and ready to swim. All right, so we want to shake it up real well. All right, so you want to use 8 ounces for every 10,000 gallons of water. My pool's 20,000 gallons, so I'm going to need 16 ounces. So I got fancy and pre-measured and marked it with a rubber band. Liquid Purple Magic. All right. Head over to the skimmer. Turn the pool pump on. Okay, we want to allow that to circulate for 2 hours, then shut the pump down and let it sit undisturbed for 12 hours. At that point, if the water's clear, debris on the bottom, vacuum to waste. If not, wait a bit longer, and if it's still cloudy at the 24-hour mark, either the product was ineffective or we didn't add enough treatment. right, it's the next day. Over 16 hours. Looks like the product has done its job. Water's clear. There's all the debris on the bottom. And then we'll get a comparison here of the latter. Big improvement. Ready to vacuum to waste. So there's lots of different types of filtration systems out there. Follow your procedure in order to vacuum to waste. The key is to go real slow and easy, because this is the finest particles that most filtration systems will not catch. So we don't want to make a disturbance and have that dispersed back into the water, or we'll be back here doing this all over again. And that's what I've noticed. A lot of times I would vacuum my pool and it would look perfect. And then a couple days later, I'm like, where did all this debris come from? Well, if you vacuum too fast, you create a cloud. And the reason it doesn't show up is because the pool is being circulated. Then overnight, when the pump is off, that debris falls back to the bottom. And you wake up the next day and you're like, what happened? Well, now you know. You want to get this stuff out of the pool, out of your life, out on the ground. You know, this product would be great for folks that have sand filters, because they're known to be the weakest of the crowd as far as collecting small particles. So you use this Floc in conjunction with a sand filter, and this is the result you're going to get. And I'm leaning towards a sand filter because they're just simple. They're very easy. You can backwash all you want. You can also add a little DE, a coat of DE to the top of the filter to make it more efficient. But it's easy to clean. You don't have all these cartridges and filters and nonsense, is what I call it. I mean, they work great, but I think I'm going to get me a sand filter. Sand's about $7-8, last 5 years. Cartridges wear out, they're $300 or whatever. You got to buy the DE, you got all that mess. Yeah, I'm going to go with Floc and sand. All right, that looks good. All right, that's looking pretty good. This pool's a little pale, but it's clean. And I got one spot right there I'll have to get in and scrub. It just won't come out. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Any questions, comments, leave down below. Some additional info. If you have a super cloudy pool, add 4 ounces more than the recommended dosage. And if you're feeling bold, add 8. And if you have an algae problem, you want to address that first. However, the concept sounds great. If they had a Floc for algae, perhaps I'll test that next spring when I open my pool. When the water's green, lots of debris, I'll add a whole bottle and see how it performs. See you next spring.